Hello my lovely Librans, welcome to your March 2020 reading. Hope this reading finds you well. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting and subscribing to my channel. I hugely appreciate it. Thank you for that. This is a general reading for you my lovely Librans. It's a reading for Libra Sun, Rising and Moon sign. Also listen to your rising sign and moon sign. Some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there that's going to be more specific to you. So let's see what's in store for you for the month of March. My lovely Librans. So, you're coming from a place, you have temperance, and this is sort of in the past position, and for some of you it's something that you're already experiencing. For some of you it's something that is going to yet come about for you, but it's coming to this place of, I want to say, this birthing of this confidence in you, this ability to speak out in a balanced way, in a calm way, getting your point across. It's about really voicing what your beliefs are, voicing what it is you want, voicing what it is you are needing to have take place without the fear, without the doubt. It's about really coming from a place of balance, so that it's about this, you're just feeling really balanced. You're feeling really content about where you're at and where you're going, and not worrying about what's lying ahead, but really working through things that as they come to you, living in the now, living in the present. It's really, for those of and that's going to be relevant for some of you. For some of you, it's a reminder of, find that balance, which is so important to Libra. Find that balance in the self. It comes from within. It's not something that is external. It's not something that comes from outside of you. All sorts of things can be happening outside of you, but it's about how you feeling within, because it is your perception of what's going on outside of you that is going to either disrupt your balance or make you feel very balanced. It is how you perceive what's going on. So it could be a change in perception is needed here for some of you to regain that balance, to understand what is yours and what belongs to other people, what can you change and what is out of your control to change. And so that brings that sort of strength within you, that inner balance within you, so that you can deal with situations that are coming up in a balanced way, really communicating your ideas and what you're thinking about certain situations. That's going to be really important for you in preparation for March. And for some of you, you've already experienced that. For some of you, you are experiencing it. And for some of you, that's yet to come up. But it will come up for you. So when we come to March, you've got the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups here is a soulmate connection. And for those of you that are already in a relationship, there's this strengthening of a relationship. There's this deeper understanding of a relationship. And I suppose a spiritual commitment in that relationship. For some of you, it will be an engagement or a wedding, a proposal coming up around you. For some of you, it's just gaining a deeper understanding and a stronger connection with your partner. And it's interesting because two cards fell out for this, and you've also got the Lovers card, which is, a double whammy here. You've got the Two of Cups and you've got the Lovers, which is a real understanding that if you are in a relationship, that's the relationship that is going to strengthen for you. It's going to strengthen and it's going to gain a deeper understanding, deeper meaning for you in March. For some of you, it's about a relationship that you're in that is going to require some sort of deeper understanding. Now, for some of you, you may reach that, and for some of you, you may not. And it may be you coming to a realization of maybe this isn't working for you, but you're going to have a lot to do with a relationship or relationships in the beginning of March, coming up to be looked at, to be reviewed, and it's either going to strengthen those bonds or it's not. But for some of you, it's going to be a real strengthening and an increase in commitment there. If you're single, and you're looking for this is what you're wanting, a relationship, you're looking for a relationship, then the beginning of March is going to be an ideal time to really get out there and mingle and mix and socialize. For some of you, I feel like there's someone that is there around you that is very interested in you, and that may spark, that may take off, that may reach new levels for you in March. So it's a month of really romantic connections, soulmate connections. For those of you that don't want that connection, don't forget that those connections can also be with friendships. It can be with people that are quite significant in your life, that will play quite a significant role in your life. Friendships that are going to be really meaningful as well. So it's that level as well. Soulmates are not just romantic partners. They are also friendships. They are people that you meet, that you form really strong connections with. So there is this energy of strong connections being made in the beginning of March around you. That is crossed by the King of Wands, and that's male or female, and it's Aries, Sagittarius, Leo person that this connection, they're involved with this connection. So they're either someone that's going to be very significant, so it's Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, sun, rising, moon sign, don't forget, or someone that's got has a very fiery personality, fire sign sort of personality, very good with business, very good with ideas, very much likes taking control. Just be mindful that they don't take too much control and that you still have a say as well. But if you're wanting to meet someone, then this person is very much on the horizon. It could be someone that you're already involved with in a relationship, but they're going to play quite a significant part in your relationship and in your life in March. So that's really really nice. It's a person that's really strong-willed. Likes to be heard, likes to do things, likes to take action, is very fiery. So that person is involved in this romantic or this soulmate connection. I won't say romantic because some of you it's going to be friendships, but this connection that you're going to make with someone significant in March, in the beginning of March. What's going on with you, my lovely Librans? Here you've got the Nine of Swords, and this is, sleepless nights. For some of you, it's going to be a very active dream life. You quite possibly will dream about this person, if you're single, that you're going to meet. It's messages coming to you through your dreams. So you might find that at night your sleep is going to be really broken in March. You're going to be waking up through the night, not quite knowing why, restless, you're not sleeping well. It's quite an active mind. Also, it can represent staying awake with worry and anxiety for some of you, and it's about keeping that in check, that level of worry and anxiety. If it's keeping you up at night, you may need to go and see a professional, you may need to talk to someone, talk to friends even, about your concerns. But it's also about learning to live in the now, not worrying about the future because you're worrying about things that may never eventuate. So it's about regaining that balance that the Temperance card brings to you, and controlling that level of anxiety that's coming to you. But you've got a face here, and this face can mean your guides and the universe and spirit trying to communicate with you, give you messages of significance. It can also mean your shadow self. That's your fears. That's, you know, the monster at the window lurking in the shadows that's going to come up for you. What past things are going to come up? What fears are coming up for you? What needs to be reviewed and needs to be released? That's going to be really important for you in March. So make sure you see it for what it is, and know that you've got control over whatever it is that's coming up for you. If it is anxiety and if it is fear and worry, it needs to be controlled. And for some of you, it's communication. It's messages that are coming through dreams. So keep a dream journal. They're going to be quite significant things that are coming through for you. How does that manifest, you know, in your reality? You see, so that because you've got the Strength card here, that diminishes the intensity of this Nine of Swords. It diminishes that intensity because you're quite confident and you're quite strong and you're pretty much in control here of your forward movement, of what's happening in your reality, of the decisions and choices that you're needing to make. So you're going to also feel really strong. And I'm also hearing be in touch with your intuition, because that's going to guide you, and that may be the messages and dreams that are coming through for you in at night. Thoughts and inspirations that are being given to you, and then you have the strength to move forward. You know on an intuitive level that things are going to work out. It's about you taking charge of your future, you taking charge of what you need to bring into your reality and making it happen. So if you've got new plans and new ideas, new projects, new study, promotion or a project at work, whatever it is for you, you will feel really confident in bringing that about, in bringing about those changes, in saying what you need to say and doing what you need to do, because you're in control here. So March is also going to bring about this real feeling of confidence. This real feeling of confidence. So this is minimized. This is minimized. It's something that you're processing in your own head, and that can be stuff that you're processing to eliminate fears and blocks so that you can move forward with confidence and with strength, which is a really, really positive. So anything you want to put in place, anything you want to do, then March is going to be a really good month to do that, to bring it forward, to put it in place, to hatch and give birth to new ideas and new plans that you want, that you're in control over, nobody else but you. March is also going to see you very, very busy at work. This is your craft, your skill, what you're good at doing, your work. This is what your work. This is what you do. There is going to be overtime for some of you if you're working for an organisation. If you're working for yourself, there's going to be work coming your way. There's going to be a lot of it. You're going to be really sought after for your skill and your talent, and that is going to give you financial rewards and financial gains. It's a craft. It's something that you've learned that is going to be very financially beneficial for you, and you're going to be busy with it. If it's something that a business that you want to start, that is particular to you and your talents, March is going to be a really good month to do that, because it's going to give you the rewards, the financial gains that you are seeking. So it's going to be a good month for finances to improve, but they don't just improve, or you don't win the money. You're doing it through your work, through something that you do well. So it could be overtime. It could be working more than one job. If you're working for yourself, it's work coming to you that keeps you really busy, but there's financial gain to be had there as well. As we move through March, you've got the Six of Swords. For some of you, there's going to be some sort of trip overseas, travel over water. There's travel over water here. to where you're going to learn about new things, new cultures, new places. It's going to be a really, really lovely time for you. So there is some sort of holiday, some sort of travel coming up for you. For some of you, it's a movement away from one situation to another and moving to a better situation, to another situation. It can be you're leaving your job and working somewhere else, which is going to be a step up, which is going to be an improvement in your work, in your finances. For some of you, it's movement out of a difficult relationship, moving to calmer waters, moving to somewhere where there is going to be growth, it's going to be beneficial for you. So it's going to be different for all of you. For some of you, it's moving from one location, living location, to another living location that's going to be maybe closer to work, moving in together. It's going to be a better situation. So whatever changes are coming in for you in March, they are going to be for the better. For those of you that this means there's a transition or a movement from a difficult situation, difficult times to better times. It can be difficult financial times to better financial times. So there's going to be a shift happening here. There's going to be a change. And for some of you, it's going to simply mean there's travel coming up for you as well, which is always exciting, which is always good. Then we have the Justice card. And this is about you balancing your life, balancing your choices, balancing relationships, workloads, bringing in a fairness about how workloads are spread and how much work you're doing, how much work your partner's doing at work, how much work you're doing and how much work others are doing, so that you are going to bring a fairness about that. For some of you, there's some sort of legal dealings here. There's some sort of something to do with the courts, with the law, that is going to bring a fair situation. So it's going to work in your favour. There's going to be a fairness or a balance brought in for you, and it can be through some sort of seeking legal advice or some sort of legal action that's being taken. But the result is going to be that there's going to be a fairness about it, because she's blindfolded. Justice is impartial, looks at the facts, balances and weighs out the facts. So that could have a very good outcome for you, a really good outcome for you. Then you've got the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is that there's new opportunities coming your way. There's choices, there's decisions, there's movement out of, it's like this, movement out of difficult times to better times. This is the gateway that's opening for you, taking you to better opportunity, better times, better opportunities. There's choices here for you to make. There's decisions here for you to make. But doesn't matter which choice or decision you take or make, it's all going to lead you to the same place, and it's going to take you to somewhere better. So this is again that journey, taking you from one situation to another. So whatever's going to come up for you in in March, the end result is going to be beneficial for you. The end result is going to see an improvement in your lot, an improvement in what is going on around you, which I like, which I really like, because then you also have your final card is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is about action. It's about communication. It's about new learning. It's about taking action, and it's about forward movement. So what are you thinking about? What are you working towards? What changes are you wanting to bring in? It's now time, by the end of March, it's time to take action. It's time to put your armour on and forge ahead, move forward. Even if you don't know what that future holds, it's about having the courage to move forward. Knights fight for the right, the knight in shining armour, forging ahead, fighting for justice, fighting for fairness. So it's about you putting in place what you're needing to put in place for your forward movement, for your forward progress. That's going to be really important. Don't be afraid of what changes you're needing to put in place, what changes you're needing to bring in, because they're going to be beneficial to you, and it's going to move you into April. So this is forging ahead and moving into your future the way you want to make it, the way you want to design it. And you need to have the courage to bring those changes that you're needing to bring into your life in March so that you can move ahead courageously. There's new communication, there's new learning. It's a new way of doing things here. So you're really thinking, you've done the thinking, you've done the processing, and by the end of March it's time to take action. I'm going to take another card because I want to know what that action is. I'm curious, Libra. I'm curious. Let's see what that action is. It's going to be different for all of you, but you know, it's about you realizing or becoming aware of what changes you want to bring in, because March is really very much going to be about that. You know, what plans are you laying for your future? What plans are you laying for your future? Oh, it's two. Whoa. You got two. Let's have a look. Yeah, you see, there's a new start here. There's a new start. There's a new, and this can be a new start in your outlook, in how you're thinking, how you're processing, how a new way of communicating with others. There's some sort of change that's coming in for you that is going to bring in positive change. And I feel like this shift for a lot of you is going to be internal. It's about a shift in you, in your confidence level, in your communication level, in what you've learnt from the past and how you're going to bring it forward. A new way of doing things. For some of you, it's a new study, new job, new learning in a new job. It's all of that, and it's going to be, this is the next card. You've got two cards, so this is about, there's celebrations coming up around these new changes, so it's going to be celebrated. And there's also celebration coming up around you through the end towards the end of March as well. So there's, you know, it's birthday, anniversary, wedding, engagement, birth of a child, but there's celebrations here happening for you as well, which is also part of change that's coming in for you, which I really like. It's really positive. What a positive month. So let's have a look at the angels of abundance and see what they have to say. What's your affirmation? What's your mantra? Oh, that fell out, didn't it? What's your mantra for March? Dreams of abundance. Absolutely. And there's going to be work that's coming in for you that's going to allow you to have that abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas. And that's this card that we were talking about. Answers and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal, which is what my guides were telling you, because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. How appropriate. Sums up your monthly reading beautifully, doesn't it? So I wish you many, many blessings, an absolutely wonderful March, my lovely Librans. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there that's going to be specific to you. Many blessings to you, my lovely Librans.